Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is THANDO and I love talking about money because I am obsessed with you and me becoming financially independent. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about sinking funds. I've been talking about sinking funds a little bit over on Instagram and TikTok. So I thought, why not bring the conversation over here? So I'm going to be covering everything you need to know about sinking funds, what they are, the purpose that they serve, how you can set them up, and what the benefit would be for you. So let's get into it. A sinking fund is a pool of money that you save for a specific expense that is coming up in the future. For example, if you plan on going on vacation in December and you know that it's going to cost you $1,200, then you start to save for that in January a little bit each month until you get to that $1,200. So what makes sinking funds so important and why should you try them out this year? So I have three really good reasons for you, and the first one is financial stress. No one wants her, no one likes her, no one wants to see her. But she will come knocking at your door if you're not financially prepared. And sinking funds are a great way to always be financially prepared. What tends to happen is with these non-monthly expenses, these really ad hoc expenses, you can easily forget about them. And then when the time comes when you need that money, you're scrambling and stressed about how you're going to be able to afford it alongside all your other financial responsibilities. So having a sinking fund will absolutely help you in avoiding that financial stress. For example, if you know your birthday is coming up in a few months and you want to do something special, why not already do the research on how much that's going to cost you roughly and start saving for that a little bit each month until the time comes for you to celebrate your birthday. See? Stress-free birthday. Reason number two why sinking funds are so awesome is they will help you avoid debt. Imagine this, you need new car tires. You don't have the money, you didn't save for it. What are you going to do? You're going to pay with your credit card, right? Of course you are, because you need new car tires. So to avoid being in that situation, you can save for that expense a little bit each month so that when it comes up, you already have the money. No stress, no pain, just swipe, pay, and go on about your life. You know, yet another benefit of having a sinking fund is being able to stick to your budget. And this is honestly for those who are trying to be better this year, those who are trying to budget this year, trying to manage their money a little bit better. You don't want to have things throw you off your budget if you can help it. And sinking funds can really help you here. Because if you haven't planned for an expense, it'll force you to go over your budget, to break your budget entirely in order to cover certain expenses. But if you have a sinking fund, then you already have the money. You don't have to go over budget. You don't have to lose motivation in your budgeting journey. This one's like really important, and I really want to emphasize it because it is so demoralizing to spend time planning out your budget, setting everything up, only to have an unexpected expense just throw everything off the plan that you had. Setting up your sinking funds is so simple. All you have to do is pull up your calendar, whole year view. We want the whole year. Look through the entire year and just think about what expenses are you expecting in this year. So an obvious one is Christmas coming up in December as always, right? You might have car maintenance coming up. You might have a wedding to attend. You might be getting married and you need to be saving for that. Who knows? So just take some time to look through your entire calendar. Identify all these ad hoc expenses that you wouldn't have necessarily planned for before. Assign amounts to each expense. Assigning an amount is so important because what's the point of saving if we don't know when we've had enough, right? You need to know exactly how much you need to actually start saving. So assign a certain amount for each expense and then work backwards from there. So for example, if you need 10,000 rands by the end of the year, then you have to decide how much money can you save every single month so that come December 2025, you have 10,000 rands, right? Simple. I'll give you a personal example. My birthday coming up as always in January 2026. And because I want to celebrate it, I want it to be special, I've already started saving for it. My goal is to save 600 euros by the end of the year, actually by January 2026. And my plan is to save just 50 euros every single month until I get to January. and that's going to be my birthday money. So do something like that. Couple tips for when you're saving up for your sinking fund. Number one, try and automate as much as possible. If you can automate your savings, automate them. It'll make your life so much easier, and it'll also release you from having to make the decision of saving every month, which is much harder to do than it is to just make the decision once, automate it, and never have to think about it again. The second tip that I have for you is to name your savings accounts after whatever it is that you're saving for. So let's say, for example, you're saving for Christmas. That bank account would be called Christmas. If you're saving for your new Mercedes-Benz, your savings account will be called New Mercedes-Benz, C-Class, whatever. I don't know much about cars, but you get what I'm saying. It is so motivating when you name your savings accounts because it is a constant reminder of what you're actually working towards. Let's answer a couple of frequently asked questions about sinking funds. Number one, how many sinking funds should I have? And to that I say, it depends, babe. There are no rules. You can have as many sinking funds as you want. But I will say from experience, it is much easier to start with just a few sinking funds than it is to start with a lot, especially if you're not used to saving already. But there are no rules. You can have as many sinking funds as you want or as little sinking funds as you want. Just make sure it's an amount that you can manage. Question number two, what if I don't reach my goal amount? To that I say, I'm so sorry. It sucks to not reach your savings goal, but it's fine. It is definitely not the end of the world. The beauty about personal finance, it's personal and no one's going to be monitoring your savings. So you can always extend your goal. So if you wanted to reach it by December comes around, you haven't reached your goal, you can just say, hey, now the new goal is to reach it by February. No one cares. No one's going to come and police how you're handling your money. Do whatever works for you, you know? The last frequently asked question about sinking funds is, can I combine sinking funds? To that I say, please don't. I'm begging you. I'm begging. Please do not combine your sinking funds. Unless you want to do that, you know, I'm not a cop or anything. But it'll make things so much more complicated and a little bit more stressful to manage. Because if you're combining your sinking funds, now you have to always know exactly how much money is for what thing and how much money is for the other. And that's just like mental gymnastics that I'm not willing to do personally, and I would highly advocate that you probably don't do the same thing as well. It just makes things complicated for nothing, right? Right. Sinking funds are a really smart and simple way to manage your personal finances. They remove the financial stress out of ad hoc expenses, and they really help you be fully in control of your personal finances. So I really hope that this video was helpful, and if you're thinking about using a sinking fund this year, let me know what you're saving for, and I might share as well what I'm saving for. I think I did actually in the last video. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful. Let me know what you're saving for this year, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.